Hello friends, in this video we will learn about the product life cycle. The product life cycle theory was given by Raymond Vermont. The theory states how any product goes through 4 stages of life. First, the origin. Second, the growth stage. Third, the maturity. And fourth, the decline stage. If we try to plot this such that I plot time on the x-axis and the stages on the y-axis, then this is what the product life cycle would look like. First, the product originates in the domestic country. Here, all the domestic labor and resources come from the home country. The origin stage is also referred to as the introductory stage. Introduction of the product in the market is done by studying the need of the society. In this stage, advertisements are done so that people come to know about the existence of the product. Many types of promotional techniques are also used by the firm. Once the people are aware of the product, they start to purchase it. This pushes the product into the second stage, which we call as the growth stage. In the growth stage, the company experiences increase in its sales. The company's profitability from the products starts to increase. This makes the company produce even more. The company in this stage also starts exporting the goods abroad. The availability of the goods in the foreign markets creates its own demand. And growth stage starts to end in the home country. Noticing decline in sales, the company starts to open its production units in the foreign countries. Hence, we move on to the third stage of the product's life, the maturity stage. As the product matures, the company starts to see more and more rivalry for its products. The competitor firms start getting substitutes for the original product. Here the company tries to keep its product alive and spends heavily on advertisements. However, it becomes difficult to sustain the competition most of the time. In this stage, the company notices high costs such as high labor costs, high costs on advertisements, etc. This finally pushes the product into the decline stage. The product notices huge decline in sales and decrease in profitability. In this stage, even if the product fails to produce any profitability, the company still keeps producing this product for its loyal customers. However, not all companies might choose this option. This is how the product life cycle looks. One thing to notice here is that companies might want to increase the life of the product. And the way to do it is by introducing the product in the foreign markets. So as a product starts to enter the maturity stage, this is the time when one would see a company introducing the product in the foreign market, especially developing nations. The product will go through the same life cycle also in the foreign market. As you can see, by introducing the product in external market, the life of the product has increased. The company might keep finding newer and newer markets for the product to increase its life. One good example of this is the personal computers and mobile phones that started to get produced in the United States. These personal computers and mobile phones industry found its way in the Asian markets, and because of the cheap labor, most of the production units of these technological products started to be produced in countries like Thailand and China. Today, many technological products are actually imported from the developing countries into the United States. One can see how the exporter of a certain good turned into the importer of the same. This is one of the unique findings of the product life cycle theory. However, one should remember that it's not necessary for every product to go through all the 4 stages. Some products might just not enter the growth stage. Here, we are only referring to those products which are accepted and demanded by the people in the long run. I hope you learned something of value. See you in the next one. Adios, hasta la vista.